This is F+F Q&A episode 41, and we're going to be talking about passion after school, what to do about guests that are maybe a little unhappy with their service, and is men's cutting the next thing to get into? Ask away, it's F+F Q&A. Hey, welcome to F+F Q&A. I'm Benjamin J, as always, and I'm here to answer your salon business questions. Last week was awesome, getting to head out to New York over the weekend and hang out at Hairbrain's HVA3 show. Did not get to take home one of the bronzed VHS videotapes, but I knew going in that Adam Federico's video was going to win. What they shot was absolutely gorgeous, and so it's nice that with him winning Video of the Year as well, you kind of feel like you lost to the team that won the championship. But other than that, things are good. Our month here in the salon, our current totals are well beyond last year's goals. We're growing successfully, having a great time doing it. We hired a couple of new young ladies over the past month joining our team, so they are growing our protege program. We're up to nearly 30 employees now, which I know that it's empty right now because we're not open, but our team is definitely growing, so it's exciting. With that, let's do this week's questions. The stylist says, I see many people of my class in cosmetology school who decided to change their career because they feel they don't make enough money or they don't feel it's worthy of working in the beauty industry. I graduated in 2015 and sometimes I feel the same since I'm a military wife and move so much. It makes me so sad to stop doing what I love to do. How do you keep yourself motivated to enjoy your career in the beauty industry? You know, I appreciate you asking this question, and this is a tough one. Statistically, I think I heard somewhere that 5 years after graduation, about 80% of the people that you graduated with are not going to be in the industry anymore. So that means that there's only going to be 20% remaining, and of that 20%, 80% of them aren't going to be making the money that they want to be making. So your friends' feelings of they don't make enough to have the careers that they want to have is probably accurate. I'm going to let that settle in there for a moment. It's probably accurate. The average hairstylist in America, last I saw, made about $25,000 to $27,000 according to the IRS. And I can't imagine that that is enough for people to really be able to have long-term careers with. Got to be able to build more than that. So this generation of people, though, many people don't want to put in the patience. They want it now, and they're not willing to sacrifice in the short term in order to make it up in the long term. That said, feeling sad because you're not going to be able to do what you want to do. Who cares what those other people did? What they do has no reflection and has nothing to do with what you want to do with your life and your career. If you love doing hair, it doesn't matter if you're in Illinois or you move to Arizona or if you move to Tennessee, stationed around military bases, it doesn't matter. If you love doing hair and you love working with your guests, then that's what you should do. There's so many people that give up on their dreams, and then they try and say like, well, I didn't really want to do it anyway. And the truth is that they're lying to themselves because they really did want to do it. That's why they got into it in the first place. You have gone through school, you've got it, you can tell that you have the passion to do it. It may be a little difficult, always moving around, but if you get hooked up with a company that maybe has multiple locations around the country so that you can transfer, you'll have some job security as you go. That might be the best bet for you. But if you love doing this and you think that you will be sad if you don't get to do it, then you need to keep doing it. And it doesn't matter what your classmates are doing now, it only matters what you want to be doing. This stylist asks, men's cutting is very valuable today. Should that be the next stop? The men's market is very hot today. That is undeniable. We actually just on Sunday, before I went out to HVA3, we had a men's cutting class here. So clearly there's interest in the men's market. You look online, you see all these barbers blowing up, getting tens of thousands of Instagram followers. There's a lot of attention being spent on the men's industry right now. And the truth is that this past year, the men's market actually outgrew the women's market by 1.5 times growth. So it's interesting to see what's happening. Now, I do think that part of this is because we have so oversaturated the women's market with products and services for so long that much of that audience is already experiencing a lot of what they're already going to be experiencing. So as an industry, we've gone, haha, what about this group? We haven't talked about guys in a long time. Let's start paying more attention over here. So, is it going to be the next step for you? I think that paying attention to the men's market is very, very valuable. Oftentimes, men can be a very, very loyal guest to you in the salon. They will take home recommendations because if this is what you use, they're already here, they're willing to take it, they want your expertise. And frequency of visit is usually higher. You know, a lot of times with color services or women's cutting, because it's a longer length, we might stretch it out to 6 to 8 to 10, sometimes 13 weeks between visits. And men, you know, men could be every 2 to 3 to 4 weeks, so you get to see them faster. The real question, though, is it something that you're really interested in? I mean, I could give you statistics on just about every aspect of the salon industry that would make it interesting for you. But if you don't like doing men's cutting, or if you're in a salon that doesn't really appeal to men, you know, I don't know if there's like pink walls and like all that kind of stuff, they may not be as interested. And so going and spending and investing time and money in education to take men's cutting classes may not be worth it. So the question is it something that interests you? If it is, and if you're interested in building a men's following and a men's business in the salon, I would absolutely say that it's a very valuable next step for you to look at. The stylist wants to know, how do you handle clients that don't like the service you have provided for them, even though you gave them exactly what the picture was? We adjust it. It's plain and simple. You know, the thought that it was like, well, it was what you asked for. To kind of give it an analogy, if I go to the department store and I pick out a shirt, and let's say I even try the shirt on, right? Because I'm sure that we've all done this. Take the shirt, go into the dressing room, try it on. You think it's like exactly what you want. You get home, you try it on again, and somehow from the dressing room to your house, that shirt must have changed because it does not look nearly as good as what it looked like when I was in the store, right? So we get home, we decide we don't really like it, we want to bring it back. Well, what if the store said, sorry, sir, you tried it on, you don't get to return it? You know, like, what do you mean? Like, I don't like it, I don't want it. Just because the guest sees something online, they think it looks beautiful, and maybe it even does work for them, right? Because we have the consultation, and if we say, you know, this haircut does or doesn't work for your face shape, or this color does or doesn't work for your skin tone, we have that style profile and that conversation. If the guest thinks that they want it, and then they get it, but then they don't like it, I think it's still our responsibility to make sure that the guest is happy, because the value that we're going to give to the guest in terms of being a good customer service provider and saying, we'll take care of it, is going to be so much better than if we say, no, I'm keeping your whatever, your $100, your $80, and if you want me to redo it, you're going to have to make another reservation and pay me to fix it again. That's